Assalamualaikum and hi to Madam and my fellow friends. My name is Noshoda binti Zainal and metric number A19A0637. So, as we already know, now is the season where every country need to face an epidemic that called COVID-19. So, every country has record a highest record every year that in fact every month these COVID-19 cases will increase from day by day. So, the COVID-19 pandemic has affected the tourism industry due to the travel restrictions. It create and declining demand among tourists. So the tourism industry has been severely affected by the spread of the coronavirus, as many countries have implemented travel bans in an effort to curb its spread. So the COVID-19 pandemic has had a severe impact on countries all over the world, and Japan is not exception. So Japan is one of the country that suffer from it and has record the number of the disease as much as China and other country. So in the beginning, Japan was a country that very famous for its tourism season because of its unitary country and very popular with tourists. So abruptly after the presence of COVID-19 disease, to some extent it has had some major impact on their tourism country. So in these cases, there are some severe impact that COVID-19 affect Japan sector. So I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Jun Singi, matrix number A19800102. Now I'm going to present the effect of pandemic COVID-19 on Japan's tourism industry. First, effect on the cruise ship sector. Since 3rd February 2020, before the pandemic of COVID-19, the Diamond Princess cruise ship has been moored at the Yokohama port. On 20 February 2020, the WHO reported the Diamond Princess accounted for more than 1,000 cases of COVID-19 outside the Chinese mainland. Due to this situation, numerous cruise firms proactively stopped running. The pandemic COVID-19 obviously influenced the promotion and impression of cruising as a safe holiday. Travelers are afraid of voyaging on cruise ships and are concerned over detection to COVID-19 in the narrow environment on board. Second, effect on the accommodation sector. Before the pandemic COVID-19, the highest number of travelers year-on-year has been written down in Japan. But the COVID-19 crisis has caused the accommodation companies to confront financial difficulties. This situation brings on over 40% of the Asia Pacific's hotels have shut down. Unemployment has escalated with large hotel chains firing off employees, but smaller ones are running out of funds. There are some proactive measures. For example, medical staff can make use of complimentary accommodation at an OYO hotel near to their workstation, and rebated hotel rooms are also accessible to foreigners who have trouble returning home. Third, effect on the retail and entertainment sector. Before the pandemic COVID-19, many people simply go to the retail, leisure and dining business to make their purchase. However, due to the spread of COVID-19, department stores are facing a significant decline in the numbers of Chinese travelers to Japan. At the same time, among leisure companies, Sanrio Corporation has planned to temporarily stop its indoor Sanrio Puroland Hello Kitty theme park in Tokyo. Apart from that, the operator of Oriental Land Corporation say that Tokyo Disneyland and Disney Sea also will be temporarily shut down.
My name is Diamond No metric A19800927. Effect 4. Japan is too dependent on foreign tourists. Before pandemic COVID-19, the number of Chinese tourists visiting Japan reached 650,000 persons in 2019, and also including the Spring Festival. According to statistics, the most popular overseas travel destination country during the Chinese New Year in 2020 in Japan. In the first month of 2020, the world was caught off guard by COVID-19 and also breaking all the expectations and plans. The coronavirus pandemic is continuing to expand, and the impact on the Japanese tourism industry is increasing. Effect 5 on the airline sector. Japanese ANA Airlines stated that due to the pandemic coronavirus, the number of passengers in March of this year was reduced compared with the same period last year due to the COVID-19. The Japanese aviation industry is doing everything possible to cut costs to survive. ANA has formulated a plan to reduce the salary of employees and cancel the winter allowance equivalent to the year-end bonus. This decision has led to an average drop in revenue of ANA employees by about 30% in this fiscal year. Effect 6 on the food and beverage sector. Among the top 3 industry for closed companies, the catering industry represented by izakaya and restaurants is the most. The Japanese government declared a national emergency on April 16, and various stores have shortened their business hours or even closed business. Even the Japanese government has announced on May 25 that the nationwide state of emergency was lifted. The government had required some restaurants that provide alcohol to shorten their business hours. Japanese citizens are still cautious about eating out due to the pandemic, resulting in the service industry still being the industry with the most vacancy in Japan.
Hi, my name is Ong, metric number A19A0786. The economic policy that Japanese government implement is Emergency Economic Package. This package could involve in delivering cash and gift certificate to the public to support the people with part of their travel spends. It would also facilitate funding for small and medium companies to allow them for continuing the business. Not only that, there was also a new grant be applied for helping and support Japan's tourism, transport, F&B, and businesses in order to generate post-pandemic recovery. In addition, an employment adjustment subsidies program had also been announced by Japan's government. This program aims to help small and medium-sized companies in workers' payroll. It gives leave allowance and wish to support the employees and employers who are suffering. This program also will require employers to help their employees instead of discharge them. Next, Japan's health ministry had announced individual health codes to the people who are infected and finished the rollout with a contact tracing smartphone app. This app will be helping in detecting those who are infected with COVID-19. And also, it will notify those who had possibly made close connection with infected patients at least 15 minutes within the previous 14 days. And after that, they were being urged for making a health check by the applications.
Hi, my name is Song Yuanqing and my metric number is A19A0899. Now, I'm going to present the part of economic policies implementations, which is support small and medium-sized business such as industry tourism. The Japanese government plans to invest as much as 1 trillion yen in company eligible for the fund for middle May 2020. The government hopes that this fund will enable companies to survive on bank financings and recover after the virus disappears. The government also provide cash grant of up to 2 million yen to companies whose monthly income has fallen by 50% or more year on year. Other than that, the Japanese government has taken many actions in response to COVID-19. The Japanese government has launched the Go to Travel campaign on July 22 on year 2020. This is part of a large-scale Go to movement aimed at restarting the Japanese economy through the damage caused by the COVID-19. Go to Travel is a sport of the Japanese national government that provides substantial discount for travel within Japan. Only Japanese residents, including foreign residents, are eligible to participate in this event. The government provides half of the cost of travelers to travel within Japan. In addition, household funds also will be distributed by Japanese government. For household, the Japanese government has decided to add another 10,000 yen child allowance for each child. They have also increased the rent of low-income families and provide cash payment to all residents in Japan. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and very good morning to Madam and all my fellow friends. My name is Nur Ain Afika binti Rizal and my matrix number is A19A0649. So today I will conclude all the discussion that have been made in this assignment. As we know, there are many negative effects that have befallen the Japanese tourism industry, which has indirectly affected the country's economy. Among those affected by the pandemic in the tourism sector in Japan is the cruise ship sector, which had to be shut down for a while after the events that took place on 3rd February 2020 at Diamond Princess Mall at Yokohama Port. The accommodation and hotel sector were also severely affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, and many other sectors can be said to have suffered
losers. However, the Japanese government has not given up and is always trying to do several things to remedy this problem, including implementing the emergency economic package. Japanese government is always trying to help the affected people and redevelop the tourism industry in the country. Japan's action are expected to continue to inspire its people to continue to fight to improve their living standard of those affected after the COVID-19 virus hit the world. So as we can see, even though the Japanese tourism sector have affected by pandemic COVID-19, but the government is always trying to do something to help their people so that the people don't suffer any loss after this. So we hope that after this pandemic, Japan government can improve their tourism sector and can be normal back. Thank you. That's all from me.